You will hear a conversation between a woman and a courier service representative about arranging a parcel pickup. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Good morning, Expressco Couriers. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I need to arrange a pickup for a parcel from my home. It's quite urgent.
Sure, we can help with that. Could I take your full name, please?
Yes, it's Linda Morrison. That's Morrison.
Thank you, Miss Morrison. And what is the address for collection?
It's 48 Camden Avenue. That's in Northbridge, postcode 6095.
Got it. And when would you like the parcel picked up?
Tomorrow morning, if possible, before 11 a.m.
Certainly. Now, what type of item is it?
It's a box of documents. Around 2 kilograms, nothing fragile.
Perfect. We'll bring a standard label and tracking slip. Any special instructions?
Yes, please ring the bell twice. My intercom is faulty.
You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 1 to 5. Now listen to the second part of the conversation and answer questions 6 to 10. But first, take 10 seconds to read the questions. And where is the parcel going to?
It's being sent to my sister in Melbourne. The full address is 17 Blake Street, Carlton, Victoria.
Is there a contact number we can use?
Yes, her number is 0458 776 992.
Noted. Would you like standard or express delivery?
Express, please. She needs it within 2 days.
Understood. The cost will be $19.80, and we accept card payments on collection. Will that be okay?
That's fine. Can I get an email confirmation?
Absolutely. What's your email address?
It's linda.morrison92@gmail.com.
You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 6 to 10.
You will hear a tour guide talking to a group of visitors at a historical heritage site. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Glenmore Heritage Estate. My name is Stephen, and I'll be your guide today. This property was built in the early 1800s and has remained remarkably well preserved. We'll begin our tour with the main hall, which was once the dining area for the Glenmore family and their many guests. You'll notice the original oak floorboards and handcrafted chandeliers above you. Next, we'll visit the East Wing, which contains the family's private library and several guest rooms. Most of the furniture here has been restored using traditional methods. Please remember that photography is allowed, but flash must be turned off to protect the delicate fabrics. And just a reminder, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me at any time during the tour.
You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 11 to 15. Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20, but first take a brief moment and look at the questions before we proceed.
Outside the house, we'll make our way to the formal gardens, which were designed by the same landscape architect who worked on the royal palace. You'll see a wide variety of native plants, as well as some rare flowers imported from Asia. These gardens are maintained entirely by volunteers. Beyond the gardens lies the carriage house. This building contains original carriages from the 19th century, along with tools used by the stable staff. Before we finish, we'll stop at the estate's gift shop. Here you can purchase handmade souvenirs, locally made jams, and historical booklets. Restrooms are located behind the shop, and there's a cafe beside the parking lot if you'd like refreshments after the tour. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 16 to 20.
You will hear two students, Jessica and Leo, talking with their tutor about a group project. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25.
So, Jessica and Leo, how is the planning going for your group presentation on environmental technologies?
It's coming along, but we're still deciding who should do which part.
Yeah, we've agreed on the main sections, but we're not sure how to split the work fairly.
Well, start by listing each member's strengths. Who's comfortable with public speaking?
That would be Leo. He's great at explaining things.
Thanks. Jessica's good at research, so she'll handle the technical content.
Excellent. And who's going to manage the visuals?
We thought Maya could take care of that. She's very creative.
You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 21 to 25. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30. Before we begin, familiarize yourself with the questions ahead.
Sounds like a good plan. Have you set any deadlines for the project?
Yes, we're meeting twice a week and aiming to have a draft done in 3 weeks.
We've also made a shared folder to keep track of progress.
Good idea. What about rehearsals?
We'll do 2 full run-throughs before the actual presentation.
And we've booked a classroom for practice sessions.
Great initiative. Don't forget to evaluate your sources and include references in your slides.
We'll do that this weekend.
You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 26 to 30.
You will hear a lecture about sustainable urban planning. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 35.
Good afternoon. Today's lecture focuses on sustainable urban planning, an approach that aims to create environmentally friendly and efficient cities. One of the key principles is reducing car dependency. This can be done by improving public transportation and creating walkable neighborhoods. Another aspect is green building practices. For example, using materials that are locally sourced and installing solar panels can lower carbon emissions significantly. Also important is waste management. Cities must invest in recycling facilities and educate the public about reducing single-use plastics. Lastly, urban planners must consider green spaces. Parks and gardens are not just for leisure, they also help regulate temperature and support biodiversity.
You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 31 to 35. Preview the next questions now. You'll need to listen closely.
A successful example of sustainable planning can be seen in Curitiba, Brazil. The city developed a rapid bus system that's both affordable and efficient. In Europe, Copenhagen has focused on cycling infrastructure. Now over 40% of residents commute by bike daily. Meanwhile, in Singapore, vertical gardens and rooftop farms are being introduced to maximize greenery in limited space. In each case, collaboration between government, citizens and architects has been crucial. To summarize, sustainable cities are possible, but only with long-term commitment and innovative thinking.
You have come to the end of the listening session. You now have 30 seconds to check your answers to questions 36 to 40. Good luck. Don't forget to check the answer key attached at the end of this video with the tips and tricks to getting the correct answers. Good luck and see you next video.